Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. And I welcome you all to the learning series via News in Focus. Today's topic of discussion is Indian Forest and Wood Certification Scheme, which was recently launched by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. This particular scheme is specifically important for prelims examination, जहाँ पे सिविल सर्विसेज और इंडियन फॉरेस्ट सर्विसेज के एग्जामिनेशन के लिए प्रीलिम्स कम्बिनेशंस में होती है, कंबाइंड होती है, सिंगल एग्जाम्स में होती है, वहाँ पे इस तरह के टॉपिक काफ़ी ज़्यादा रेलिवेंट है एंड इट विल ऑल्सो एड इन द पार्ट ऑफ मेंस एग्जामिनेशन ऑल्सो. So let's understand what is Indian Forest and Wood Certification Scheme all about. So, as I've told you that the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change (MOEF) has actually come up with the launch of this Indian Forest and Wood Certification Scheme, which is in short known as IFWCS. Right now, this is the National Forest Certification Scheme that offers third-party certifications to design, promote sustainable forest management and agroforestry in the country. Considering the fact the government is actually looking forward with the afforestation methodology, now this type of certification method will definitely help and ensure that the sustainability of the forest is also taken into consideration. The national certificate scheme comprises of three types. तीन तरह के certifications दी जाएंगी. Now this become important for you to take a note of. First, there will be forest management certification. This is the one certification that will be given. The second type of certification is known as tree outside the forest management certificates. The tree which will be the outside the ambit of the forest, and the chain of custody certifications. So these are the three types of certification scheme that has been there in IFWCS. Now कुछ key features की अगर बात करें, how are the scheme going to work and what are the salient feature of it. The program provide the market incentive to entities. अगर बात करें state forest department की या फिर कोई individual farmers हो, farm produce organizations से related हो, जिसे FPOs भी कहते हैं, and a wood based industries engage in responsible of forest management and agroforestry. Apart from this, इस स्कीम के अंदर it comprises of forest management certification. This is known as FMC, forest management certifications, tree outside forest management certification, and the change of certification certificate. As I told you, three categories जो हैं वो इसमें included होंगे. The newly launched of the Indian Forest and Wood Certification Scheme incorporate tree outside the forest standard. So this has been also the new part that has been incorporated under the IFWCS. Now, what is the objective behind this kind of scheme which Government of India, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has categorically come up with? So first, it's aimed to promote the sustainable forest. This is the sole purpose to sustainable forest management and agroforestry. If you are writing specifically in mains examination, जहाँ पे आपको कुछ एग्जाम्पल देने हैं तो आप इस स्कीम के बारे में बता सकते हैं. The other is to encourage the responsible practices through the wood supply chain, right? So it should be a responsible practices where it should actually call for the sustainability of the forest management. Enhance the market value for entities adhering to the certification standard. So this all things will be taken into consideration, and these are the foremost objective and rationale behind the scheme. Now, applicability or nodal agency की बात करेंगे. First, we're looking at the applicability. The Indian Forest and Wood Certification, that is IFWCS, is applicable across the country. So it will be applicable pan-India, right? So pan-India applicability will be there. And in the forest area and TOF plantations, government, private and agroforestry and other land. So applicability will be under this area. तो ये सारे broad spectrum of areas है जहाँ पे इसकी implementations होंगी. Certification is applicable for both timber and non-timber forest produce. चाहे वो timber हो या non-timber forest produce हो, सारे में applicability होगी. So this is an important point to be noted. और एक चीज जो आपके लिए और ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है for many other examination like CAPF also, they can ask you about the nodal agency. So the scheme will be overseen by the Indian Forest and Wood Certification Council, जो कि advisory role, they will have an advisory role to put into. Involving the various stakeholders, managing the Indian Institute of Forest Management with the overall scheme. So these are some of the nodal agencies which will be actually executing and implementing this particular scheme, that is Indian Forest and Wood Certification Scheme. So this was all about for this topic. We'll meet in some of the other important topic relevant from the examination perspective. This was all about the part of today's NIF. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying connected.